Very good evening to you all. We're back once again with the Psybass production stream. Oh, feeling good this evening. I haven't really been in the studio till about an hour ago, so nice and fresh today. And we have a fresh tune from Dane, who has made this pretty cool tune. We're going to listen to it all the way through just to kick the stream off, get things rolling. I'm not even sure I've listened to this all the way through yet, so it should be interesting, eh? Good evening, Charlie. How goes it? Let me know how the levels are. Just cooking a curry. Nice. What kind of curry you got going on? Planning on buying a whole chicken tomorrow to curry it all for the week. Level good? That's good to hear. This tune's coming on really nicely. So this bounce of the tune, we, of all three of us, me, Charlie and Dane, have been kind of thinking about the kick pattern because something in this bounce of it didn't quite groove right, you know? That kick just before the snare, somehow it should work, but somehow it just wasn't. It kind of like interrupts the groove a little bit. So we've been having to rethink. I think the crux of the problem might have been that kick was equal to or maybe even slightly greater than the snare in terms of the power of it. So yeah, we've been rejigging it a little bit. But other than that though, the track is flowing really nice for what it is so far. In terms of sound design, there's plenty more that can be done with that first section. Oh, I love that little thing just before the drop. It's amazing. Could be a bit louder though. Good evening, Dane. Just having a listen through to the old bounce, seeing as this new bounce you sent is it's pretty short. And I hadn't listened to the whole track all the way through. Really nice middle section. And if I remember correctly, the last section's kind of quite melodic and floaty in like a really nice way. Yeah, love the chord sequence and everything going on here. Really nice, epic. Oh yeah, the drop's really nice as well. Then I'm guessing we keep this end section kind of a bit more chilled and floaty and liquid. So in a way, the track gets like less banging and more liquid as it goes through. Is that the general idea, Dane? Then hit a bit harder here again. I'll get some nice chunky kind of tech groove going to ride out the end. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's what we've got so far. As I said, we kind of were thinking about the groove, trying to rejig it. Dane has sent this new bounce through. We just -3 this. It's a bit hot on the levels. Which is a bit more of a straight groove. Which we have 3 kind of variations of. And then here, oops, just mute that for now. Don't want to spoil the surprise. And then with the extra kick added back in there. Yeah, I thought it might be quite good to kind of mix these 2 patterns up together. Maybe have that extra kick in there, maybe once every 2 or 4 bars or something. Or as Dane said to me earlier, maybe just play it by ear and just add in the extra kick when the sound design requires. Don't use this bounce. Okay, cool. I'll get rid of this. Cool. So I've written this melody because I thought it might be fun to have a melody to play with for the stream. And I've used vibrato and I've used pitch bend. And I've currently got it in this synth Surge XT, which I think I'm going to mess around with a bit, which is a free synth. And after the last week, I tried to like this kind of melody thing, and I just wasn't really happy with it towards the end of the stream. With what I'd done, I was like, I think I'm probably going to scrap it and start again. It's a different track. But I'm going to try doing my melodies more with Surge, because for kind of like analog style synth lines, I think it's a lot better. And it's got like millions of wavetables, including from analog synths and stuff, which I'm going to mess around with. And I loaded in this one wavetable. It's the first one I've loaded in. I literally had it on a sawtooth, and I just went through and picked one. And well, I'll play it with you now so you can hear what the MIDI's doing. We'll have it with the track. Cool, yeah. So there's a nice bit of melody going on. I think that should be quite fun to play with. I added some vibrato by applying this LFO to the pitch. I think I'm going to increase it though. I did have it at 0.3, I think I'm going to go 0.5 just to get a bit more of the, so I can get a bit more of the vibrato effect. And then I've also set the pitch bend range to be up and down 1 octave, so it's nice and easy to work with. Cool. So this vibrato as well, it kind of comes in quite suddenly at the moment. I think what I might want to do is kind of increase it a bit slower instead. Yeah, like I've done there. So it doesn't just start like really suddenly. The vibrato kind of fades in a little bit more. Cool, yeah. And I'm going to mess around with the wavetable on this because, like, I just for the first wavetable that I loaded up, it's pretty nice actually. Hopefully, you can see what I mean. My apologies, folks. Are we back now? Let me know if we're back. Oh, good. Oh, sorry about that. If I don't remember to set custom fan settings on my laptop, it overheats and crashes. We are back. Cool. Okay. My apologies about that. So I need to set all my audio ins and outs. Sorry, one sec. Sonar works. One tickety-boo, and I will be just about ready. Cool, I think we're ready to go again. Oh my god, sorry about that. What's going on here? Oh no, I didn't save. That was a really terrible idea, because I hadn't saved that yet. Damn, where's my Ableton crash reports? I don't think I saved that at all. This is a disaster so far. Oh well. Ableton crash report location. Where to find crash reports? Roaming. Ableton. Live reports. 13th. How do I open? Roaming, Ableton Live, preference. On Windows, press Control Shift Escape. Control Shift Escape. Well, oh, to open the Task Manager. Okay. I need to quit Ableton. I can go back and check the stream for the MIDI patch. The MIDI patch should be there. This is a long-winded process. Yeah, cool. There we go. Who do we have today? Two. Might as well put this on screen while I'm doing it so you guys can see. This is in the this is, look where I am. I'm in like app data, roaming, Ableton Live, crash. Now what I need to do is rename the recovery files by removing the dates from their names. Like this. Base files. Undo. And crash recovery as well, which is this. And then I need to drag these into the parent file. Live. Ableton Live. Okay, I need to not do that. I need to put these into here. Now start live, having copied them into there. Sorry about this, guys. This is not the most entertaining content, but hopefully it'll be a bit informative if that ever happens to you. File recovery process should be triggered, but it's not. Okay, so that is annoying. Okay, listen to those. Hasn't worked. Try again. There we go, finally. Whoa. What a bloody nightmare. But finally, we have our live set up and running. Not exactly the greatest content, sorry about that, but we are back and we have our melody nice and recovered, which is excellent. Probably hasn't saved the patch here now, so I'm going to have to go back into Wavetable. And what did I have? Oh gosh. I think it was Spectral Rat 2. Do my settings for my output. Yay, there we go. And I also needed the pitch to be up and down. At least you get to see how I actually... This is going to be good across a few synths. Yeah, absolutely. Or at least a few patches. Because I was thinking I might do a few different surge patches with some different wavetables. And then I wanted to apply this LFO to the pitch. I want it to be 0.5 semitones. Yeah. Yeah. You can do a lot. This is what I like about using a lot of pitch bends and vibrato and stuff, is that it gives you a lot of scope to like make different kind of sounds with it. So one thing I did want to do is just kind of automate the morph on this wavetable. Because it's kind of cool. So I might just actually record in some automation on that. So if I hit record and then just do it with the mouse so that you guys can all see. Where did we start from there? Oh, so we want to start up at the top, I think. And maybe have a little counting. Ah, now you want the MIDI send. I offered to send you before stream. Yeah, I'll bounce out in a bit. Mamba! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. Ah, yeah, nice. So we've got a little bit of automation. We do have a little automation. That's very nice. So you want me to export this MIDI? I'm not sure it'll have the pitch bends on. What am I exporting this as? Let's just do it to desktop as Alterra Big Melody. Yeah, I'll do. And then you want me to send that to you on Discord, I'm guessing, so that you guys can make some sounds and contribute. It should be fun. Ah, I haven't installed Dropbox yet. Damn it. I guess I can just, it's small enough, isn't it? I can just do it on Discord. After I haven't reinstalled it after my big complete OS wipe. Cool, let's see what else we can do with this waveform, eh? Maybe get some unison voices. Yeah, I like that skew horizontals thing, so I'm going to go ahead and... See with Daft Monkey, yeah. That's kind of the vibe I was kind of going for, really. So that's good. Ah, you're going to do more Daft Punky's Hotbox. Cool. Let's have a look at what this. To be honest, Surge is not something I mess around with so much. But what I've noticed in it before, when I have messed around with it, is that it's got incredible options just on the oscillator before I have to go to these like effects chains and filters and stuff. You can do a lot just with the wavetable and performance and things like that on the oscillator, which is cool. Not too sure about the Fallen. Not going to mess with that. Yeah, I might mess around with that detune a little bit to make it even rich. That's pretty cool. What I might do is just add a little reverb to this and just bounce that out, because I think that's like just the oscillator sounding great. I'm going to bounce it out even without the reverb on, and then add the reverb on later so we can dial it in a bit more. And then I'm going to go in with the effects and try and like mash it up a lot more, I think. Sweet. Right, let's see what else we can do with the myriad of effects. Oh, did I just copy the surge as well? Did not mean to do that. I'm always doing that. Just get it looping. What is this combobulator? That sounds pretty interesting. Ooh, nice. Yeah. To be honest, I just clicked on this because it had a fun name. But it is very cool though, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go, yeah, let's record. Okay, so I did not mean to stop that. That was a little bit early. Oh, yeah, let's go. Go in. Oh, I've just been recording it way too much, haven't I? Oh well. No matter. Right, I'm going to mix up the waveform now because I don't want to use too much of the same waveform. It's good to get a variety. So I'm going to just go in and see what others... I mean, there's got so many waveforms. Let's go for a... what's breaks waveform? We've got so many ideas. Nice. Glad to hear it, Dane. That's what we want. Ideas playing off ideas. Let's change the effect as well. What's the tree monster? Alright. Kind of mental. A little bit kind of uncontrolled, isn't it? Kind of chaotic. I don't know whether this is good or not, to be honest. The last bar of each phrase, can you copy the MIDI and put it down an octave and try some of the razor? Yeah, eventually we will get around to that. That's usually like... what I'm going to try and do first is something a bit different from what I usually do, and then I will inevitably kind of like fall back on my usual razor squelchiness. But for now, let's just try something a little bit different. Last one was too crazy. Yeah, this tree monster I'm not too sure about. Ooh, rotary speaker. Nice Leslie cabinet. Do you guys know of the way of the Hammond organ and the Leslie cabinet? Can be a cool effect. Rotary's not working. Let's try this Nimbus. Interesting. Nimbus is really not doing much for us. Oh, this is interesting. It's very quiet at the moment, but I think if we boost the volume up on this a bit, what I'm hearing, it's right in the background, so it's kind of hard to see if it's good, but I think there is some pretty cool sounds going on here. It's still pretty crazy though, not gonna lie. Do you know what? It's too crazy, but if in doubt, glitch. Because what glitching stuff does is it kind of forces the craziness to kind of be in time. Oh, no way. Where's glitch 2? No results. Damn. guess it'll have to be Infiltrator for now then. I guess it's good that it kind of forces me to not use glitch, because it's too easy as glitch. You just stick stuff through it and it just spits out random goodness. But it does have a kind of like flavor to it, you know, which if you use it too much can become a little bit samey, even though it is really good at like spitting out like tons of random stuff. Eventually you do get to notice the same kind of types of sounds coming through with glitch tube. So let's use Infiltrator instead. Not that I don't use Infiltrator a lot, but it forces me to think about it a lot more, because with Infiltrator it's just kind of like you just randomize everything, whereas with glitch you randomize everything, whereas with Infiltrator I actually have to pick out the effects that I want, dial them in a bit. Oh yeah, nice. This is working as clean and cheesy. Yeah, I like the clean and cheesy vibes. We can do a lot more with this melody though, as this is proven. Maybe a little filter after this. Not too sure about that. Gonna go digital low pass, which is a good plugin. Right, and we do the same with the cutoff. Except this will take the full range of it, I think. Send it to a delay. Could be cool. What it needs is a compressor, because you can see it's quite hot on the channel. It's getting up to nearly 0 dB on the channel, but it doesn't really cut through the mix that well at all. Well, occasionally. You can see how loud it is there. We need to compress it so that it reduces the dynamic range and brings it more to the front of the mix. And to do that, I'll be using Pro C, because we love Fab Filter. It's kind of filthy. Cool. I'm going to give it a little record, I think. Might even give it like 2 or 3 times round. Real nice bits in this. Oh yeah, nice. You're definitely keeping the stutter kick for this section now that it's busier. Yeah, it works really well. So also what I'm thinking is because Dane and Charlie, we're all really into this melody by the sounds of things, that we maybe start the melody clean and cheesy at the beginning of this section here where the offbeat hats drop, and then we can have it nice and clean and cheesy, but then we can have again like rinsing sound design. What say you to that? So whereas the clean and cheesy would go there, and then all the rinsing sound design goes in this kind of like second half of the section. Like that. Right, so Dane wanted me to do, okay, what I'm going to do first, yeah, what Dane wanted me to do is load up a razor, which I will do now. Hopefully this works. I haven't actually used this since I reinstalled everything. Yeah, it's working. It's working good. And have it an octave down. This was... Good, this is going to be cool. I can tell already. A usual razor trick. Yeah, nice. We like. Now let's try and get a bit of band reject. Try and get a bit of that neuro vibe going on. You know what? I think this might even go 2 octaves down. Saturator rather than the limiter. Now, what can we do with these things? Oh, I'm wondering about maybe a low pass dirty. Oh yeah, no, I haven't used this tune beating before. I really am pleased with this sound that I'm currently getting out of Razor. Kind of a little bit different from what I usually do. Same kind of genre of stuff that I usually do with Razor, but just like a little bit of a different flavour, which is nice. Let's go for a different randomization algorithm. I'm going to record one of these in. Yeah, you are right, Dane. It's good to have a variety of both, I think, like really saturated and then a bit less saturated to kind of try and get that more kind of like clean, squelch kind of sound. Reactor. Nice resonant harmonics there. Cool, very nice. Gonna desaturate it, go back to the limiter or whatever it was that was on the end of the chain. Let's go for the dirty limiter. Change the filters a bit. Cool. Some quite subtle bits in this, but I think they're good. Some of them are just like little wubs and stuff, which is really useful for creating like nice rhythmical features. So even though it's nothing too mind-blowing, I am going to record that in because I think it'll be useful when it comes to editing. Cool. Yeah, as I said, nothing too mind-blowing, but will be useful. Right, what I'm going to try and do with Razor now is create a completely different type of sound. I'm going to start with a different type of waveform. This kind of thing going. probably put it back down. Might even go down to 36 because what this. So I'm going to by pitching this because what this does, this numbered pitch bend, is it plays like harmonics, so that are way above the root note. So if you don't know about the harmonic scale, the harmonic series, basically every tonal note that you hear, and these have different kind of timbres. Say the sound of like a note, the same note played on a violin or on a trumpet. They have two different characteristics which your ear recognizes. And those characteristics are based on which harmonics each sound uses. Now the harmonics are like the times, so like if you were to take an A, which is the key that we're in, the root note of the bass note of A is 55 hertz. So the harmonic series of that note is the 55 times table. So the first harmonic is 110, the second harmonic is 165 hertz, the third harmonic is 220 hertz, etc., etc., etc. And the different selection of the different harmonics gives the note its characteristics. And this numbered pitch bend is playing different harmonics throughout the harmonic series, which goes up across the whole frequency spectrum. So if we start with a very low note, lower than we'd even usually pick, then the harmonics that come out of that as we go up and down this wave table will be in the kind of low mid range, as opposed to right up on the top of the frequency spectrum, where it's kind of hard to discern the difference between notes. Does stuff like that. That was pretty nice, if you ask me. And we can do a lot with that. So I'm going to randomize this, but I'm going to have quite slow sweep, I think. We don't want to go too high. Go for linear, yeah. Turn this thing off for now. You get these cool kind of spectral things going on. Yeah. Maybe you're in a car or something? Ooh, very nice indeed. Let's get another one of these on the performance. And then I think if we put this through a reverb, it might be quite nice. I'm thinking something like a round. I'm an idiot. I still haven't saved this file. Jesus. Okay. So Alterra 100 A minor. Cool. Wow, imagine if I'd had another crash then. I would have lost all that work. Probably. Thinking about it. go for 100%. We'll go a bit of a low cut. To be honest, I liked it when it was not 100%, a bit more, somewhere around 50%. Oh yeah, I like the more subtle ones, you know. I'm wondering about, because when it goes right up into the top of the this is the to the top of the filter range, I'm not into it as much, so I'm just going to reduce that range, I believe. Oh yeah, lovely, absolutely lovely. I'm going to record that in. I'm going to let it go around a few times because it's too nice just to. A little bit on the harsh side, but that's all right. Can run it through a soothe to de-harsh it a bit. You like the higher ones a bit more than the lower ones? Interesting. Let me go in and do a bit of this then. To those higher ones, to be honest. Turning it back down. Once more round. I'm going to open up the oscillator a bit, get some of those higher harmonics. Okay. Right, so that's quite a lot there. I'm going to leave an unedited version for Dane because I think he would quite like to mess around with all these parts. Dane, remind me when I come to edit this to save an unedited version to bounce out for you. Ooh, we got quite a few bits going on here. I'm going to go ahead and edit these down, I think. Is the reverb in grain of that sample? Yes. Do you want me to bounce one out without the reverb? E-Spiral, good evening. How goes it? Nice to see you again. That was nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was quite a nice sound, that, wasn't it? So yeah, do you want me to bounce some out without the one or two without the reverb? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, amazing. Glad you made me do that. Yeah, I might want to put this through some kind of like widener when I come to edit it, like some kind of like Hass effect thing, just to give it a bit more kind of spatial presence. The Hass effect, for those who don't know, is when you delay one channel by like less than 20 milliseconds relative to the other channel in a stereo kind of setting. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm enjoying this a little too much. I am also going to edit that down. I can't resist editing that down and editing that into my little sound design flow as well. It's happening. What I might do though is just edit that one and then leave the reverby one for you to play around with. Cool. Okay. Right. We've got like tons of stuff to work with here. Because it's quite a short section, which is also nice, you know, rather than having to like fill this huge long section, just concentrating on like 30 seconds a minute. And that means going through and editing is not quite as laborious. Might just like get rid of the end of this. I don't quite. Maybe even like send it to a delay. I'm going to do like a new delay. Maybe like a dubby delay, like what's it called? Outer space. That's it. After kind of like dubby tape delay vibe. Certainly. Something pretty quick, like a 32 dot. And we're going to need a lot more feedback on this. Might be just a little bit too quick, to be honest. Yeah, it's getting there. Because this is not quite tuned to how I want it, putting a delay on something really brings out when the tuning is not quite right. Because you hear it over and over and over again. So I'm just going to maybe retune, just transpose this a little bit so that it kind of sits a bit nicer. Yeah, like that. Cool, so I'm probably just going to leave that as is for now. It does need a bit of work and some like little bits like filling in here and there, but I think between because Charlie and Dane were also excited to make a kind of Daft Punky style kind of melody thing with this melody. I'm going to leave it to them, you know. This is a collaboration, it's not all me. I don't have to finish everything off myself yet. So, yeah, it's good enough for now. I'm leaving some development left for Charlie and Dane. Intentionally. Not perfect, but that's fine. So this, we're getting into the more kind of like crazy sound design that will need editing down. I'm going to do a similar thing that I did with the main melody. the right delay for this little bit. Nice. Ooh. This bit here is very nice. Any cool binaural stuff for the breakdown? I will check it out just when I've done this. Like that bar. Cool. Next one. Turn this up a bit, see if it sounds any good. A little bit tinny and weak, not too into that. Try the tape delay. Maybe just the first one. A bit too froggy. Yeah, I kind of like these bits. Might add a little bit of reverb to this. Just have it sit a little bit better while we're editing. Ooh. This bit is sick. Oh, yeah. To be honest, I usually do that, to be honest, but this is not the type of sound I usually have to put a low cut on when I'm editing, but I will. For the sake of your ears, Dane. Oh. Cool. See that there, big peak in the middle of that. Cool sound. Just turn that down because it'll cause me a headache later on. Some cool rhythmic sounds. Yeah, cool. Right, to the next one. Get rid of this. Gives us a bit more working area. Ooh. Really like. These three, you can see they all kind of clash. We're going to have to do something about that soon. What I might do is after I've edited this down, I might edit these three tracks just around each other. Sometimes I do this workflow rather than editing everything together at the same time. Is like do 3 or 4 tracks, arrange them around each other, and then add in each track one at a time and make sure every new track that I add in, it kind of works. But I'll do that after I've edited this one, I think. I need to do the low cut again, don't I? Things on here would really benefit from a big old reverb. Hello, Django. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. What's creating those lovely glitches? So all these tracks here, I just bounced from... So I wrote this melody, and these early ones, I think we're already on, yeah. So these first couple of tracks that I bounced out that are a bit more melodic, they were done using Surge XT, which is a free synth. Really recommend, fantastic oscillator options. But a lot of like the glitchy kind of stuff was done using either Razor inside a Reactor, which is an incredible additive synth, especially if you wanted to make like psychedelic, squelchy sounds. It's kind of just amazing just for that. But I also used Infiltrator. I've deleted the patch now. Just give this a drop a save, and I'll load Infiltrator up to show you. If you look back through the stream, you'll definitely be able to see my method for it. But this is a big old multi-effects plugin, which is incredible. Massively recommend it. And I used the looper to kind of get this kind of like those kind of like glitch effects, the kind of beat repeat kind of stuff. And I kind of randomized these two parameters and kept both the randomization above 50% to create that kind of glitch. But I also used like, what else did I use? I used like vocoder or the stretcher or something. Yeah, Infiltrator. I love that plugin. I'm really pleased that I've been able to like design some expansion packs for that, because of all the plugins that I have, that is my favorite one. You don't have it on Razor? Oh man, fully recommend. I don't think Razor's probably not even that much anymore. If you've got Reactor, I would hugely recommend it. Ooh, this sound is incredible. Black Friday sales are already on, aren't they? I've seen some sales advertised already. Ah, gutted. You've got the standard complete, but you don't have the ultimate. You're talking about this beep at the beginning. Dane. Yeah, I love that as well. It is a major third in a minor key, which can sometimes be problematic. You can get it standalone. Oh, no, yeah, you can. Yeah. I thought you meant you could get it standalone as in separate from Reactor, which would be incredible. But no, you meant you can buy it separately, but you have to have Reactor. Cool. So, right, I was going to edit these 3 tracks so that all the sounds that are here kind of work around each other and don't clash. I can tell already that this here is a problem because we've got 3 sounds stacked on top of each other. This. Cyber! Woo! This sound feels like it needs to be towards the end of a bar. See here. I want this to kind of like rise up towards the end of the bar. This thing is not really... It worked really well at the beginning. It needs to go maybe here. Yeah, this needs to be not here. Right there. Or maybe here. Let's give this a big old reverb. Sorry, delay. Still barely scratching the surface with Serum 2 and Surge. They're 2 great synths, and you can do so much with that. Like in terms of the type of sounds you can pretty much make everything with that. But what I would say is an additive synth has like a different kind of quality to it. It's got yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's got this kind of like brighter, more open kind of tone. Too sure about this. Get rid of that. Oh, this could be good. Oh, Cyber, I'm really looking forward to your new album. This here. messy. So we'll see what happens if we mute that. Hopefully this thing here, whatever that is, will... Yeah. Not too keen on that. Just the last 2 weeks now on your album, Psybass. Well, that's exciting. The most tedious part of the album writing, right at the end, where everything just has to be perfect, or you'll regret it. Yeah, really exciting. Is it going to be what label is that going to be on, Psybass? Is that a Mindspring thing, or is it going to be Deep Sea Frequencies? Right, let's turn all these off and let's add in the next track. Get rid of that. Because the thing is, when this comes in, yeah, I know, you got to do it, don't you? It's like it's so tedious. That's like most people who make music and don't release music. They just don't want to do that. Looking at you, Dane. Kind of thinking of sending it on your own. Self-releasing it. That's interesting. You've got quite a following now, so it might work out for you. Are you doing that as well because you like to keep control of the distribution rights for your own tracks? Because I know that's an issue for some people. Dane, you are the king of can't be fucked with the last 10%. You are the mayor of not finishing the last 10% town. See how that's sitting with everything else. This thing kind of out of time a little bit. I'm thinking what I might do is God damn it. Quantize it. There we go. Cool. Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah, nice. To be honest, I think my next EP, I'm going to do a short EP for Shanty Planty, because they you have to do all the mastering and everything. You have to pay for everything yourself, but they release it and they promote it, but you retain the distribution rights to it. So I could put it on YouTube, I can monetize that. I could use it on streams without getting demonetized. It'd be quite cool. So I'm going to do one of them, and I do love Mindspring, so I will still be doing like my big album releases on Mindspring, I think. Slowly, filling up. It's filling up nicely. Let's move on to the next track. Ooh, this is like more of the structural job, isn't it? Let's just turn this up so I can hear it loud and clear. It'll be too loud for the final mix, but that's okay. We just need to be able to hear it, to hear what's happening. Too many bits on that. I think what I'll do is I'll just move on to the next track straight away. In fact, no, that was the one I was going to save. Let's do these two next. It's a nice little bit. A little bit on the quiet side. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. You guys should all go check out Psybass music. It's genuinely incredible. Serious talent. His flow is just insane. Add in another one of these. Let's get rid of that last one because I think these are the two bounces of the same sound. So I don't want to have the other one. I want to be able to hear what I'm editing. So I've just turned off this track for now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I always think that like the stuff you're making, you should think it's your best stuff. You should always aim to be a little bit better than what you've done before. And that way you'll always be improving, eh? But I kind of felt like my second album was not as good as my first. Oh, nice. Schwamp. Oh, yeah, man. Like you and Schwamp have got a very similar kind of vibe going on in terms of how you meander through the flow of all the sounds and stuff. Yeah, I can see the influence there for sure. Let's just see if there's any clashes in between these two tracks. This sound. Oh, nice. This one might need a bit of a slower delay on. Yeah. Loving it. Right, let's turn everything on. See how it's flowing, shall we? By the way, all these tracks are called Burp because I've copied the track across and I've got this burp sample which I kind of thought about using. This is turning out pretty nice. Yeah, it is turning out pretty nice, isn't it? Pretty pleased with today's work. Wondering about here in this big. Cool. So here I have this burp sample, which is weirdly in tune with the track, which is handy. That's not the only one though, is it? Because I've copied this track across a ton of times to get rid of it all. Finally, I get to use the burp. Yeah, the original line is in the section, just like the iteration before. There it is, just here, you see. So we start with the Daft Punky kind of old school, kind of analog synth line vibe, and then once that's done through a couple of times, we then like kick into the like tech. How does that sound to you? I kind of like this. I'm going to repeat this burp ad nauseum. Second one is no. Not quite in time. Needs to be a little bit better. And burps, hard to actually get a decent burp sample because you got to just like happen to be recording it at the time. But I actually recorded a load of dialogue for a uni project, and I got a few burps in there. Came from a 4-year-old. They do the best burps. I hire them in as a burp performer. Oh yeah, it works. Hard to write major without sounding cheesy. That's my speciality, Cyber. I love the major keys. And the key is like to... You can use the major third, but then the minor seventh. And just miss out the sixth, because the sixth often is what makes it... The major sixth is often what makes it sound cheesy, I find, in conjunction with the third. If you go for like a major pentatonic kind of thing with a minor seventh, you can get it a little less cheesy. Yeah, but also I think one of the reasons I love the major third in particular is because it's like the fourth harmonic. So there's so many sounds which have like a prominent major third harmonic in them. Sorry, we're clipping tons here. Let me just add a limiter to the end of to the master here, so that we're not getting it. God, it must have sounded awful with the clipping. Yeah, so with the major third being so low down on the harmonic series, so many sounds just kind of like happen to have a prominent major third harmonic in them that it just sounds kind of right to me to use it. Ableton has a built-in limiter. Interesting. I find that because it records in 32-bit floating point, does Ableton, which means that on the channels, on the actual audio channels, it's basically impossible to clip. It goes over 0, but if you then record that to an audio channel, you can just turn the recorded audio down and it'll preserve all the peaks rather than clipping them off, which is incredibly useful. But it doesn't work on the main. The main does actually clip. So yeah, it's fine for individual channels to be clipping, but the master out, I don't let that clip usually. There's your Daft Punk line. I haven't got OBS to clip. I've had OBS clip. I think there was one of my streams maybe like a week or two ago where my voice was clipping a lot. So yeah, the Daft Punk line into some nicer sound design. It's funny you say that that people use the Ableton master clip to master their tracks. That seems insane to me, but it's a common dub technique on old analog gear to redline, like particularly hi-hats. I think people used to redline the hi-hats quite a bit, because then you get the analog clipping, which is like a bit nicer than a lot nicer than digital clipping. It just acts as like an analog overdrive, because it is. Right, so we've done quite a lot today. What do I do next? I'd be quite tempted to maybe get a surge, mess around with the oscillator, and then stick that through. Come on, I know I've got glitching. I'm just going to take a moment to transfer glitch to the correct VST folder, because surge through glitch I think would be... I need to find out where I've saved glitch. Nope, I haven't reinstalled Glitch. That's what's going on. But if I get rid of this and reload Surge, which I'm still getting used to this Surge, by the way. You can hear it when I speak. It's clipping, is it? Am I clipping? It shouldn't be clipping. I've got plenty of headroom on the voice. Oh no, I'm speaking over the track. Oh yeah. I haven't yet. I think on my old OBS patch, I had like a limiter on the master audio, but I haven't redone that yet. So at some point, I need to go and do that. Right, let's just loop this section and try to find a nice waveform to play with. Ooh, it's got like a string. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Maybe with a big reverb on. Let's try a spring reverb, eh? Actually, I'm going to undo this idea. I'm going to go back to my original one. I'm going to go for wavetable. Try some formants. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's go in and use the kind of random waveform here. Attach that to this morph. Maybe. And then I do want, I think, to put a filter on this, I believe. Go for something interesting, eh? Why not? Cool. And let's put this on here. 1,000,000 hertz. Can't be loud. Larger than 50,000 hertz. Okay. We'll go for 20k. Get rid of this, I think. Again, I think I need to put a compressor on this because it's not really cutting through the mix like I would like it to. Give it a bit of attack. That is gross. Let's just go for a nice saturator, medium saturator. Cool. So that's just a little something that we can use to put through an infiltrator and glitch the hell out of it. Right, so what was I doing? Right, I was doing infiltrate. Let's get in. Sorry, I just had a bit of a brain glitch there. We might be nearing the end. We're going to go for the looper. Going to do a similar trick to what I did earlier. With the LFOIs, the Max for Live LFOIs, which you can just assign to anything, which is fantastic. The reason I use the LFOIs as opposed to just the straight Max LFOs that comes with it is because of the randomization options, which are a lot better in this. It's basically got better randomizers in the LFOI. I use this this looping effect in my live to glitch things up, in my live set to glitch things up. A bunch of effects, going to randomize them all, see what happens. Hopefully it'll be cool, although it might just be a complete mess. But you never know till you try, eh? getting there. I think this might benefit from a little bit of a filter after all this kind of glitchy kind of stuff. Yeah. We're going to get the filter, we're going to get the bandwidth. We're going to get the stereo, I think, as well. This is going to get a little bit heavy. We can see the processing power's creeping up with all these LFOs. Drop me a save. Okay. Then after everything, we are going to put a low cut on as well, just so I'm not editing with the sub frequencies on. Got loads to work in. Indeed, we do. So we're going to record some of this in because I think we're just about there. Oh, nice. Some very cool bits in here. I'm going to go around twice, I think. Quite loud though. Right, so this is a good example of what I was just talking about. That track was clipping while I was recording, and if we go into this, you'll see that it goes, it looks like it clips, but if we turn it down, it preserves all the transients, which is great. So I'm going to edit one after the other and then integrate it in with all the rest of the sounds. fact, no, I'm going to keep everything else on for now because it enables me to feel which sounds work better. Ah, we've got the original on still. Don't want that. Nice. That might also be nice actually as well, but it's very quiet. Oh, this is nice. Oh, nice. A little bit on the loud side though. Oh, I think we like this. This could be louder. Very nice sound. Ah, nice. Maybe even just the first one. Lovely. And the next one. These sound slightly detuned. Yeah, they are a little bit. But I'm not worrying too much about it. Sometimes it's nice to have stuff a little bit detuned, you know? If everything is perfectly tuned, then it starts to become a bit samey, whereas if there's a juxtaposition between slightly detuned stuff and very highly tuned stuff, it makes the highly tuned stuff sound more in key, I find. Is that good? Kind of hard to tell, I don't think. I think there's a little... Ah. Yeah, works quite well. That also was quite good. Get rid of those. Very cool, but too loud. Maybe a bit of a of delay on some of this. Kind of like the beginning of the sound, but not the end. If we put it down an octave. Nope. Other way. Nope. It just is bad. Let's get rid of it. Even this, you know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm seeing what you mean now, Dane. In terms of the detuning. Well, these sends are going to make lines of playing to bounce. I'm just going to bounce the individual tracks. I'm going to probably group them into like some. So often what I do when I want to bounce stems and I've got some sends and stuff like this is I'll group the tracks that have the sends, so they're in one bounce, and then I'll group the tracks that have no sends, so they're in another bounce. Disagree that a lot of these are sounding great clean. I feel like a lot of the reason I put the reverb on is that I felt a lot of them sounded very jarring when dry, and I couldn't feel whether they were good or not until I had the reverb on. It's a very short reverb. It's not too bad. And if tails get cut off and stuff, in the context of this crazy, complex soundscape, you can make it work, is what I'm saying. Oh, nice. So often with the delay tails, what I would go do when I bounce them to stems, especially from collaborating, is I will go through and any individual sounds that have a reverb tail on them, I'll move them to a separate audio track which has all the delayed things on. Yes, there is a great one at the beginning of the phrase. I'll make sure I get that tail nice and clean for you. But the other thing you can do is when you come to put them into the main project file, is you can cut the delay tail off and just add your own delay tail on. I find that works quite well, to be honest. I've never really had a problem doing that. Oh, gross. Oh, God. Okay. Right, let's play them both together and try and look out for any discrepancies between them. No, I don't think it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. So when it comes to actually bouncing these for you, what I'll go through, and you see here, I've got all these sends here. If I open this up, I would move this to a separate track. I would cut that out, move that to a separate track. If you go to the other send, I would cut that out, move that to a separate track. So that all the delayed stuff is on a separate track, and hopefully nice clean tails. I'd move that to a separate track, etc., etc. So all the delayed stuff will be on a track separate to everything else, so that things are nice and clean. I've got a process for doing that. Yeah, don't worry. Cool. All right. Do you know what, guys? We are approaching the end of today's stream. we've done some really cool work today. This melody has got a lot of legs. And we have bounced out, for a nice short section, we bounced out a lot of tracks. We've edited them together. And yeah, it's been really cool. Really lovely melody to work with. I'm glad I took the time to write that before coming on stream. Let's listen through to the short section one more time that we've done. It's not too long compared to the usual, what we listened to at the end. But we'll do that, and then it'll be a goodbye from me. I'll listen to just a bit earlier so we can feel the flow going into what we've written. But thanks to everyone who showed up. It's been a fantastic stream. Lovely to see everyone in the chat. Great to see the anticipation for Psybass' new album, which will be coming out pretty soon. And yes, I will catch you guys hopefully on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Love to you all. Catch you later. Yeah, it was a nightmare of a start. My computer completely crashed, didn't it? To restart the stream. It sounded pretty nicely.